for joining me today. Today I'm going to be tackling my granddaughter's room. It is a mess. They did their version of clean, but it is never my version of clean. So I do this at least once a week, trying to get their room together up to my standards. We all know kids clean the way they clean, and that doesn't work for me. So come along with me while I clean their room. I don't know about y'all, but whenever I start organizing a space, I start organizing my thoughts too. Maybe that's why I do it so much. As I'm making these beds and folding these clothes and picking up this trash that I don't know how they got here, I'm reminded how quickly life changes. One minute you're buying diapers and the next you're stepping over Barbie shoes wondering how they got under the bed. It happens so fast. One thing about becoming a Nauni has taught me is that memories are rarely made when everything is perfect. These are the things, these are the moments, these summer days and nights that my grandkids have been here with me have been memorable, to say the least. Yes, I fuss about this room and this mess. But in the middle of that mess is joy. In the middle of this loud house, when everybody's asking for something at the same time, when I'm making dinner, when I'm cleaning up, when I'm running errands, and wondering when I'm ever going to get a chance to rest. These are the memories and the moments that'll last forever. Years later, when they're all grown up, with kids of their own, I'll remember these summers and the days that they got to be here with me and the time they got to spend with me, the vacations we took, the pool trips, the park trips, the shopping trips, the things that they love. Those are my babies. And this is what makes me happy. I think sometimes we spend so much time waiting for life to slow down. We tell ourselves, when things settle down, I'm going to rest. When things settle down, I'm going to start taking care of myself. When the little things finally settle down, we either too old, too sick, or too tired to enjoy life. I refuse. Because the reality is, life never settles down. It just changes seasons. There will always be something that needs my attention. So somewhere along the way, I got to decide when to enjoy. And I choose today. Not because today is perfect, but because today is the life we've been given. You know what's funny? When I was younger, I thought success looked like checking every single box. You know, go to school, get that good job, buy a house, make sure you pay your bills, make sure you take care of your kids. Now, success looks different. Success is having peace. I mean the kind of peace that you don't allow anyone to disturb. Success is laughing with my family. Success is having my granddaughters excited to come to Nauni's house. Success is ending the day knowing I love the people around me well. That's the kind of wealth nobody can take from you. And speaking of my grandkids, one thing I learned is they don't care if my floors are spotless. They don't care if everything matches. They don't remember whether every toy was put away. They remember how I make them feel. Last night, for example, we clowned around here and I was sitting up talking, just playing in perfumes as I do. I look up and who's in my bed? one on each side. So my question was, where am I going to sleep? They scooted over a little bit, made a little space for me. I ain't complain. I climbed right in that little space, found us a movie, and I think I fell asleep before anyone else. Because these summers, for sure, they've been pulling all-nighters. When I rolled over, they were gone. I guess they stayed with me until I fell asleep and then went on back to their room. These are the things they'll remember also. The movie nights, the dance parties in the kitchen, the random ice cream. Because, yes, we had some ice cream in my bed. Don't tell nobody. But we did. We had ice cream cones. So, yes, I'm cleaning this room, but I'm also making room for memories. Because I know in a day or two, it's probably going to look just like this again. And honestly, I won't fuss too hard. Life isn't meant to stay perfect and organized. It's meant to be lived. And this home that I have is definitely lived in. If there's one thing I hope you take away from today's video is, don't spend so much time chasing the perfect life that you forget to enjoy the beautiful one that you're already living. The dishes are going to get dirty again. The laundry basket is going to fill back up again. The toys will end up all over the floor. But the people you love, they won't always be little. So hug them a little longer. Take the pictures, record the videos, laugh at the mess every once in a while. Because one day you'll miss it. This season you're trying to clean your way through, it changes. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Yeah, I'm sitting here recording this voiceover, and I'm just thinking, when I was in my 20s, I thought people in their 40s had all the answers. Lord, and I'm almost 50. And And I'm realizing, nope, we're all just figuring it out one day at a time. The difference now is I'm a little kinder to myself. I don't expect perfection anymore. I still go hard, but I understand my wins. I'm grateful for my wins, I should say. And I understand my losses. And I definitely celebrate my progress, because it's that time in the middle. It's that time in the middle from where you started to where you're going to that needs the most hype. And to be honest, this made my life a lot more peaceful. I also think social media has us believing that everyone else has this perfect put together life. Perfect homes, perfect relationships, perfect routines, and perfect finances. But we only see the highlight reel. We don't get to see the behind the scenes. Nobody's posting that pile of laundry they folded 3 times because nobody put it away. Nobody's posting that stack of stuff we put on the stairs because nobody took their things upstairs. Nobody's posting the mornings we overslept or the moments we question ourselves. We're all human and figuring it out as we go along. And I think there's something freeing about admitting that. And one thing I'm trying to do to get better at is giving myself permission to change. I don't want to be the exact same person I was 5 years ago. I know I've grown. I know I've learned many hard lessons. I know I've become more patient with myself and others too, just a little bit. And if I change my mind about something, that's okay too. But the biggest thing I've learned is that my no is my no. You know, growth sometimes look like changing your perspective. I did that a little bit. I also learned that protecting my peace isn't selfish. I don't answer every phone call, every text. My phone often sits next to me, lit up from the missed calls and the text waiting for replies. It's just what it is. I understand that I don't have to attend every event. And I'm not explaining my decisions. Sometimes protecting your peace is simply just saying, not today, and that's enough. Another lesson that I learned is that consistency beats motivation every single time. There's so many days I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like recording. I don't feel like cleaning. I don't feel like cooking. But if I waited until I felt motivated, nothing would ever get done. Sometimes you just start. And somewhere along the way, motivation catches up with you. That's actually how this channel's been growing. Not because every video is perfect. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I'm learning as I'm going along. I'm a new YouTuber. You new to YouTube, new to social media, new to editing, new to content creating. It's all new to me. But I'm going to keep showing up. Some of these videos, they do real well. And some don't. Y'all don't want to see my foolishness. But it's okay. I'm confident and I'm going to keep coming back. You know, when I started this, I was like, what are you doing? Are you sure this is what you want to do? But here I am anyway, because showing up matters. And that's true in life. You don't have to have the perfect plan. It don't have to be written out step by step. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that I don't have to know the end to continue to go. I'm just going to keep going, keep moving. One small step today becomes a completely different life years from now. So if you're watching this and you've been putting something off, maybe this is my reminder to you to start. Not next Monday, not next month, not when everything is perfect, because when is that going to be? Just start. Messy starts still count. Small steps still count. Progress still count. And if nobody's told you lately, you got this. Continue to show up for your life, even on the hard days. No, especially on the hard days. called a lot of things. But one of my favorite titles in life is Nauni. If you've been around for a while, you've probably heard my granddaughters call me that. Every time I hear it, it makes me smile. Being a Nauni is different from being a mom. When you're a parent, you're trying to raise little humans. You're teaching, correcting, making schedules, doing homework, making sure everybody has what they need. You know, as a Nauni, you still do some of those things, but you're not 100% responsible for that. You just help with those things. It's not your responsibility to make sure things go right. As a Nauni, I still teach, but I get to slow down and enjoy the little moments more. I notice things I probably rushed past when I was raising my own daughters. I notice the way they get excited over the small things. The funny conversations they have with themselves. Like last night I heard my granddaughter, she was on her iPad, and it was just this laughter, this giggle. And I just had to get up and go see what she was doing. And, you know, I can also find her sometimes just sitting playing by herself. It's like, oh, that giggle. You know, when I raised my kids, I was in that hustle and bustle trying to make sure everything was in order, trying to make sure they were taken care of, make sure straight. I missed some of those small things. And I'm getting to relive them now, seeing through my granddaughters. I guess that's what the grandparent privilege is. Sometimes, you know, they tell me these elaborate stories that only make sense to them. And I'll just sit there and listen, because one day they'll outgrow that. One thing my granddaughters have taught me is to be more present. Kids, they don't worry about tomorrow. They're not thinking about bills or work deadlines. They're fully committed to whatever they're doing in that moment. It could be coloring, dancing, FaceTiming, swimming, laughing their little hearts out, arguing with each other. But it's something about those moments. Another thing I learned is that they don't care about perfection. They don't care where dinner came from. Well, that's not true. Let me stop with that, because they do care. I mean, when the kids stop asking for McDonald's? My grandkids ask for crab legs, restaurants. I swear a triple decker is what they ask for when we go out. Chili's, here we come. Let me tell you, them mozzarella sticks, them Nashville hot mozzarella sticks, and them wings and burgers and them egg rolls, please. That's a regular around here. They love that. You know, they my biggest critic. If I look a mess, them little girls gonna check me every time. Nauni, why your hair look like that? What is going on? You need to get yourself together. They care and they pay attention about certain things when it comes to me, and I love it. But that's our relationship. That's our time. I told you, they are my divas in training. Just like our trip to Sephora the other day. They know and they pay attention. But they are such a blessing. Sometimes people don't need us to do more. They just need us to be there. Being Nauni has also made me realize how fast time really moves. I blinked, and somehow my daughters became mothers. Now I'm watching another generation grow up in front of me. It's beautiful, but it also reminds me not to rush through ordinary days. And yes, this room gets messy, probably faster than I like. But everything on this floor tells me that somebody had fun in here. Every little shoe hung up on this wall. Every little crayon and piece of paper I just picked up, stuffing these books and things in this shelf, please, reminds me that this house is full of life and love. Because one day these toys won't be here. So while I might be complaining a little while I'm cleaning, I know these are days I'll probably miss the most. Being Nauni has taught me that love doesn't always look like grand gestures. Sometimes, love looks like making their favorite snack, pouring their cereal in a bowl, reading them a story, watching those movies, helping them find their shoes or whatever they can't find today. Cleaning up after another fun night together. Speaking of that, we had seafood boils the other night with crab legs and shrimp and potatoes and corn. And guess whose request that came from? Kior, my 5-year-old granddaughter. So when I tell you these kids love spending time with their Nauni just as much as their Nauni loves spending time with them, I'll clean up. And if I can leave my granddaughters with anything, I hope they always remember that Nauni's house was a place where they felt safe, where they laughed, where they loved, and where they could always be themselves. Because at the end of the day, that's the legacy I want to leave. Not a spotless house, but a home filled with love. Okay, y'all, I finished. Got everything all clean and neat and tidied up. And their space is livable again. No more toys and shoes and clothes on the floor. So yeah, Nauni's happy. Well, I was happy before, but here's their space. Nice and clean. Thank you for joining me today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Now that this part of the house is clean, I can go on and run my errands. Yeah, I got a couple of things to do today, and I'm actually going out this evening, so I want to hurry up and get done what I need to get done today. But thank you for joining me. Ta-ta for now, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
You got a 2-day trial before I take back my time and make you pay. 30-day trial before I made my mind. It is